Hey guys, Brian Fisher with Edge Fitness again. Just did a short little Friday Fix post for you on kind of the timing of foam rolling and some of the benefits of it. Just kind of get you primed for the work that you're about ready to do, or outside of your workout time, after your workout time, help you to recover, maybe work on some specific areas that need a little bit more attention beyond just getting them ready for that training session. I mentioned that I have a history of some knee issues, and some areas that I like to foam roll are especially those quads, getting into the glutes to help tone down those overactive tight muscles, wake up some of those sleepy hamstrings a little bit as well, get into the glutes to try and balance that out a little bit. Again, not spending a lot of time, 10 passes over the area, maybe 30 seconds with foam rolling, just some real basics here, okay? You want to work from general to specific. Okay? Don't just go right to those tight hot spots, foam roll the whole area a little bit first. You might take out some of that superficial tension and then realize, that's really not that bad. I can move on to the next spot. If there are some hot spots that you need to get into, you can work then a little more specifically after you've warmed up that area. Okay, so general to specific, light to deep, using your body weight on the roller. So as I'm going to roll out my quad here, rolling back and forth, using the arms, using my free leg to help push over top of that roller, getting all sides of that quad, working through the middle, the outside third, the inner third, get into that hip pocket area a little bit. Okay, another tight spot for a lot of people, getting into the glutes. Okay, so as I'm sitting on the roller here, I'm rolling this left leg, so I'm going to keep this left leg straight and relax. All my weight's going to be being moved on my right leg and with the arms. General to specific. So I'm rolling a few passes just to kind of get a feel for the area, see where some of that tension might be, where I might want to more specifically work. As I then cross my left foot over my right knee, opens that hip up a little bit more, lets me into some of those deeper, more grittier spots potentially. And right now, we have a rule that says don't make that face. So if I'm rolling, and this is a pretty sore spot, don't tense up. That tells the body that's painful. The body's going to be more protective of that. It's going to resist. It's going to tense up. We're trying to get those muscles to calm down a little bit. So I'm just going to breathe through it. Just kind of relax a little bit. You can go down onto the elbow just to change that focus. I can lean a little bit. I can hold the roller still. Go side to side on those hot spots. Working through, keeping it tight. Paying attention to where my posture is. This is a little bit more advanced technique, but for me I like to use this where I'll actually straighten the leg out and pull up into that position. Pulling up, so a little pin and stretch on that foam roller. Okay? If you don't feel stable in that position, just stay right here. Just those short little passes over the tight muscle, working through. Okay? Getting into those hamstrings. Going from the hip to the knee, back and forth. I'm going to turn my feet side to side, getting especially down around both sides of the knee. A real common spot for people with knee issues. That outer hamstring comes around on both sides of the knee. So if you can get into that outside muscle, again for a lot of people, if you see those feet turn out, point, that can be a common tight area. That twists and rotates that knee joint, the thigh and that shin coming together, that knee's a hinge, just like a door hinge. If it's twisted, that produces a lot of excess wear and tear, grinding going on at the knee. So if you can get into any of those areas, and you can roll one, here's getting more specific, just on the outside. Mine tends to be a little bit more on that right side. Okay. Then rolling into the other end of that hinge, getting into the calf muscles. You can roll through that whole length. Okay. If you got any shoulder issues, any neck issues, anything like that where it's too much tension to hold that proper position, just roll one leg at a time, short passes. Again, rotate the foot a little bit back and forth, just to get a good feel for that whole area on that calf, all the way up to the knee. Working through, making sure to hit both sides. If one side feels a little bit tighter than the other, spend a little bit more time on that side. Okay. From there, those principles, the general to specific, light to deep, gradually increasing that pressure. If I got a really tight side, if I'm working lighter, then I'm gradually putting more of my body weight into it, even progressing to pushing down a little bit here, going back and forth, getting more specific, getting deeper with the technique, getting deeper with the tension. Those are all great strategies. That doesn't apply to just the quads, the glutes, hamstrings, calf that we've gone over here. That applies to any of your foam rolling. Making sure in that right position. If you're foam rolling up here, got to bring that down to that proper shoulder alignment so you're not causing some strain somewhere else, to try to figure a way to avoid that tension, that pain that you might be producing there. And again, go get it checked out, see why that tension, why that pain is there that you're needing to compensate like that, even just for foam rolling. So there's just some specifics on foam rolling to follow up what we talked about, when you should foam roll, how much to foam roll. And again, if a foam roller hasn't fixed it, it's not going to. You need to get some help to get that checked out or get in deeper. So what you're doing, taking that time to do a good job of spending time on that foam rolling and your mobility and everything else, you can get the benefit from that so the body can heal itself, so you can do some of that self-maintenance that we should all be able to do. So hope that's helpful for you guys and can improve your next foam rolling session. And don't forget to subscribe and share again so you don't miss out next time as well. We'll give you more great information for you and your friends that you're going to share this with. We'll talk to you next time.